Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 cool things you can do with the Poco F4. The first thing I want to show you is you can clone apps with the phone. So that means that you can have maybe 2 WhatsApp accounts. And hey, why not? You can insert 2 SIM cards. Why not having 1 WhatsApp account for each number? Or you can have also maybe 2 TikTok accounts, 2 Instagram accounts here on the phone at the same time, and also 2 Netflix accounts. Well, maybe if you take it from some other one or some. You know what I mean. Okay, after you have downloaded the app you wanted to clone, you just scroll on your right next to the camera, scroll on right next to the camera, and then you would have always here the control center. And the part of the control center is you always hear the symbol for the settings. So just tap on it. Then you need to scroll down to the point apps. And here we have the point dual apps. Okay, first of all we need to go on create. And then after, the phone will show you all the apps which one are available here on the phone to clone. Okay, let's start maybe with WhatsApp. So just go here on dual apps, turn it on like this, and then you need to turn it on again for the very first time for the Google services and so on. And then you have here now this second app created. Let me show you the same thing also here with Instagram. Just go on dual apps and it's there. Let's go on Facebook as well maybe. And yeah, then if you want you can also clone other apps like Amazon Shopping in case you have a second a second Amazon account. And the same thing you can do also as I said also with TikTok or Netflix, and even with some games. So if you have maybe Clash of Clans, maybe Two Villages, or in other games and so on. So a pretty cool tool. Let's have a look how it looks like later then. Here the app drawer. This is my main Facebook account. This is my second one. My main WhatsApp, so my main Amazon, my second Amazon account, main WhatsApp account, second WhatsApp account. And here you can see also nice here TikTok, first one, second one. The second one have always here this orange mark here at the corner, like here also at WhatsApp. Now, the second one you can always recognize with that orange corner. And please take care if you want to delete the first app one day. The second app will disappear as well. I think you know what I mean. Yeah, the next thing I want to show you is pretty awesome because you can have with one phone, so with one device, 2 spaces, so 2 desktops on one phone. One maybe with your private stuff and one next to with your business stuff. Or maybe one with your private stuff and next to with your very private stuff. Let me show you what I mean. So for that, just scroll on your right next to the camera, go then to the symbol for the settings. Now we will need the point special features, and here we will need the second space. Okay, first of all turn on second space, then the phone is creating it. So 2 spaces here, 1 device. So now let's go here on continue. So now you can choose how you want to switch between these spaces. If you want to use a password or a shortcut, I would recommend to you to use the password because you can hide the second space with that. Okay, now we have to set up a password for the second space. And first of all, we have to enter the first space password. So the password is nothing else than the phone pin. So the one to unlock the screen with. No? So just enter your code. In my case, it's 4 times the 1, but please take yours. Go then on next, and now you have to enter the second space pin. In my case, my main code was 4 times the 1. Now I'm taking 4 times the 9 here for the second space pin. I will show you later how we need that, for what we need that, and then you can set up also a fingerprint. Yeah, I will skip that, so you can use different fingers to unlock the second space and so on. So, okay, now we are here at the second space. Let me go back to the first space to explain it better to you. So 4 times the 1, no? That's my main space pin. Okay, and yeah, I have some apps already installed, and I have some pictures in my gallery and so on and so on, open browser history and so on. And let me switch now to my second space. So if I dial 4 times the 9. My first space was 4 times the 1, my second space is 4 times the 9. And now I'm on a completely independent second space. So, and yeah, what happened here on this second space stays on the second space. So all the pictures I'm taking here stay only here at the second space. Same thing with the first space. No? My gallery is empty right now here, but all the pictures I'm taking now, they are only here, so visible at the second space gallery. Same with the browser history. All what I'm surfing, as all the websites I'm surfing on here, the second space only stays here at the browser history at the second space, and also the apps I'm downloading here. And by the way, it's an opportunity also to have a third WhatsApp account, just an example. So you can download extra apps here, and yeah, these notifications are also only visible for the apps then later here at the second space. So if you're receiving a message here from WhatsApp in the second space, or another app what you want to hide or something like this, you will receive only notifications here at the second space. The only thing what appears on both spaces are the calls and the text messages, by the way. If you have the contact here in the second space, then you will see in the first space, if you have not a contact there, only the number. That's the only thing. But the rest, all the calls will getting through, as well as the text messages. So whatever you will need it for, it is a pretty cool tool. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is for the camera, but let me switch back to the main space here first. The camera have some great software features, and one of it is you can clone yourself in a picture or in a video. Let me show you what I mean. A pretty nice tool. So let's go to the camera here, then go to More, and then you will have here the point Clone. If you tap it for the very first time, it will download the app first. And then you have here this option. You can make a picture, you can make a video, or you can make a freeze frame picture. And choose the one you want to have. You have to turn it like this, by the way. And then just go here on Clone. And then you will have here some instructions, how it works, and also how the result looks after. And here we have some examples. This is how to clone yourself in a photo. So just take your picture and then go in another position, and then you are again on the same picture, and you can clone yourself more than just 2 times. And the same thing you can do also in a video. So may you dance like my son, or better. And then you can dance right next to you after, if you want. So many opportunities, as you can see. And then you can have also a walk into yourself. So this is the last freeze frame feature here. So just walk, and in the video you will walk into yourself. Cool. The next feature I want to show you is also pretty awesome, because you can not only clone things, you can also erase things from your pictures. Let me show you what I mean. First of all, let me take a picture first with some coins to give you an example. Okay, then let me tap now here on the preview. By the way, you can do the things also at the gallery. So now this is my picture with the coins here, and if I tap again, I will have some options like to edit here the screenshot with the paper and with the pen in it. Okay, maybe I can crop here first a part of it, remove the shadows a bit with that, and go in the checkbox to confirm, and now we have just this part here. Okay, I want to show you how to erase objects. You can do that on AI. Go here on erase, and now let me show you something pretty cool. First of all, mark the thing you want to erase. Mark also a bit outside the object you want to remove. Okay, ready? Amazing, isn't it? Because it is gone completely there. And by the way, my table, as you can see, have a little structure here. And and it's also almost invisible here. Just if you know it, then you can see where it could have been maybe. But also that is very difficult to recognize. A pretty awesome tool. By the way, the software has also something for persons here, maybe on your holiday picture. If there's someone else on the beach, you don't want that the person is there, you can remove people as well with this software. Pretty awesome. Go in the checkbox here to confirm, and important also go on save after that the picture is part now of your gallery. Okay, we have more than one cam, as you know. We have 3 cams here. Let me show you a bit what you can do with these cams. And for that I need some help here. So this is the main cam. So very nice, by the way. But if you are too close to objects or to a group maybe, my hand is not completely on the picture, you can enable an ultra-wide cam. So it's the most left point here. Go on the most left point, and now I have my hand here completely on that picture. Let us compare the main cam and the ultra-wide cam. So you have much more on your picture. But the better quality has the main cam. So shoot your basic pictures with the main cam, so with a point in the middle. By the way, the most wide point here is you zoom in very fast for 2 times, but you can zoom also later like this, of course. Okay, and there's another cam, because if you're too close to some objects, you cannot really focus. So the phone cannot really focus. You see, it's not that clear. But you can enable now the macro cam. For that, go here on the 3 lines, so the hamburger menu, and enable here the point macro. And now you have a crystal clear picture because it can focus much, much better. But the best quality, as I have said, has always the main cam. And by the way, you can also make pictures of your screen, so a screenshot. For that, just take the power button and the volume down button, press it for short at the same time, and you're having a screenshot. After, you can see the preview and you can send it directly to your friends with WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on. So one more time, just press the power button and the volume down button just for short together, and you're having a screenshot. If you tap later here on the preview, you are also able to edit the screenshot. Now you can draw something inside, or you can highlight something if you want. And you can also crop a part of it. Very useful if you want to capture a picture from a website or someone's WhatsApp status. You can just capture the picture and that's it. Just confirm on the chat box or share this edited part here directly, and it will be part of your gallery. Okay, and there's another way, a pretty cool way, by the way, with 3 fingers. Just swipe them across the screen and you're having a screenshot as well. I like that mode the most because it's pretty easy and simple. Just scroll on 3 fingers here on the screen and you're having a screenshot as well. And by the way, if you tap and hold these 3 fingers here on the screen, you have also the chance to crop something as a square or as a circle or individual here. Just crop a part after here and you have this directly here if you save it at the gallery. Yeah, and there's a third way to take a screenshot, but for me not the best one, but let me show you it. To complete it, just scroll right next to the camera, then you have the control center, and then you will have here the icon with a scissor. You can take also a screenshot like that. And if you want, you can have also a video of your screen actions. So maybe if you want to record a tutorial or a game for someone, you can do that. So for that, just scroll on also right next to the camera in the control center. And by the way, these icons here have some more icons on the second page. And one of these icons is here, the camera icon for the screen recorder. Just tap on it and then this little tool becomes visible here. And yeah, with the first point, you can start a video. I think you know this already. And then the tool becomes invisible at the moment. And if you want to stop the video, just tap it to make it visible again and tap again to stop the video. The second icon here is to have a folder for your existing screen recordings. As you can see, I had already some tries here. And very important also, the third icon here is are the settings, because very important if you want to set up the resolution, the video quality and so on, because if you just make a simple tutorial, you don't need the full resolution, and the video quality doesn't need to be so good because that takes a lot of storage. Also the frame rate, by the way. Yeah, the sound source. The sound source is also very important because if you only want to have the system sound, or if you want to have the microphone in case you want to explain something, and as well if you want to show something in a tutorial. The last points are also very important because no one really sees where you have touched the screen, which button you have pressed, and so on. And with that, if you enable these last points here, you can make it visible for others. The phone will show you in the video then a little animation where you have touched the screen or which button you have pressed, and so on. So pretty cool. And where to find your screenshots and screencasts after, of course, you're at the gallery. They're mixed up with the photos and so on. It's the reason why I would recommend to you to go to the albums, because at the albums, the screenshots and the screencasts have their own folder only for your screenshots and video recordings. Yeah, the next mode I want to show you can save your life one day, because if you're just having a few percent, or you know that you have with the existing battery, you have to go a long term, then there are some ways to save energy. Let me show you what I mean. For that, just go to the symbol for the settings. Maybe let's go this time here. Open with the app, and then let's scroll down to the point battery. We will have here a nice overview for our battery, also with the usage, which apps are taking the most energy. In case your battery runtime is very low, then you can check here which app or which hardware is taking a lot of energy, and you can remove an app or something like this. On the top here of the battery saver, we will have at first the remaining time. So the estimated remaining time, so the phone check your usage and so on, it will then create an estimated remaining time. Here we have almost 19 hours. So, and then we will have here the point to save a bit battery here. So that means we can extend our battery life to 23 hours. And we can also give a bit more performance to squeeze out the maximum from of our phone in case we want to play a high quality game and so on. So an intensive game, then you can add here the performance mode. But I want to show you this one here, the Ultra Battery Saver. Actually, I'm having 18 hours remaining if I go on balance, and with the Ultra Battery Saving mode, I would have a remaining time of more than 60 hours. So that means more than 3 times I have here with Ultra Battery Saver. And let me enable here the Ultra Battery Saver, and you can see then that there are many things like we have enabled now the dark mode. So the dark mode will turn some pixels off here everywhere where it's black. These pixels are turned off, and it saves a lot of energy. Also the CPU speed is reduced to 70%. Many background activities are here removed and so on. And as you can see, also the apps are limited. So these apps here, phone, contacts and text is basic, and you can add also some other apps here like WhatsApp or maybe YouTube, maybe Maps. But for Maps you have to turn on the location. That works, so the GPS signal. But he will ask you if you enable this mode the first time. He will ask you if you want to turn on the location, and I think that's good. And you can see always how many hours you still have to go here with this mode. And if you're ready and have the chance to charge your phone again, and then you can just go here on exit, and then you're back in the regular mode. And by the way, nothing will be deleted here. The regular mode, so it's just the energy saving mode is just the minimum of resources here of the phone. And you can enable this Ultra Battery Saving mode also here, the shortcuts. If you're scrolling right next to the camera, go to the second page, and then you will have also here an own icon for the Ultra Battery Saving mode as well for the battery safe day. The Ultra Battery Saving mode is important because it could save your life one day. In the next mode I want to show you are some gestures you can enable Pretty cool. For that, just let's go to the settings. Then we need to scroll down to the point additional settings, and here we have the point gesture shortcuts. And what I really like is to launch the camera here, and especially the first point, if you double press the power button, enable, so that's marked blue. And now if I double press the power button, I'm immediately at the camera without wasting time. We're looking for the camera app and so on. And what is also amazing, this works also on standby mode. Now, if I want to have my camera here in standby mode, just double press the power button and you don't have to unlock the screen, you don't have to look for the camera app and so on. And hey, mate, this saves your picture as your great picture one day. And now we are already at the last point, but it's a very cool one and a very useful one. It is a virtual assistant. For that, let us go to the camera here. And here on the top, we will have a square with a white point in it. Just tap on it and then we enable Google Lens. For the very first time, you have to allow some stuff and so on. But then you have the full access to this great tool. And this tool can recognize things. So if I have here this 50 euro cent coin, if I'm looking for that, what it should be, what it could be, then the phone is telling me a 50-cent coin. You need internet with that tool, but we have very good results here, as you can see. And let's check maybe here a battery. Let's check the battery if it recognizes the battery. And yes, it has recognized that it's a battery. Not that perfect, but it was difficult, yeah. But so it recognizes a minimum as a battery. And a very cool tool, you can hold the phone also on flowers, and the phone will tell you more about the flower, or on animals, or on buildings. So you have so much opportunity with that. And my favorite part here of that tool is the text part here, because if you go on text, then you can hold your phone maybe on a book here right now, and then just tap here on the shutter button, and the phone will copy that text to your phone, and you don't have to write word by word. No, you have it completely at your phone, and you can work with that. It's perfect for studies. And if you go here and listen, by the way, you can even hear listen to the text, what is amazing. Yeah? And maybe you've realized it already, my book is not in English, it's in German. And if we go here and translate, I can translate the whole text immediately live. It's a live translation, and he auto detects, by the way, also the language. I haven't said it's German, also to the phone, and it auto detects the language and put it directly in English. And if you press the shutter button here, also the translated text will be now part. You can select it and work on the text, on the translated one, and so on. And you can even listen to that, to the translation. So it's an awesome tool, and you can use it for your studies, of course, and also for the holidays. If you're in a restaurant, maybe you can have no problems anymore with the card there and so on. So pretty awesome. And by the way, you can also read with that tool, of course, QR codes meanwhile, and that is a good chance for me to tell you thanks for watching Phones and More, because this is a great support always. Thank you so much. And yeah, we are already at the end of that video here, and it has been a big pleasure. I hope I could show you some cool tips and tricks for the phone. Yeah, if you want, you can leave me a nice comment. That would be very helpful, maybe with your favorite tool and so on, with your favorite feature, and or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in with some more tips and tricks also for the camera and so on. You can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, maybe until next time. Ciao.